Hello guys, Peter Mberia here. Now, would you identify the vehicle by this dashboard? Of course, it's a Land Rover. Don't mind the orientation of the steering wheel. This Land Rover came with a carburetor. It was, of course, with a carburetor, it was not as powerful. But today, as you can see right now, I'm on the road driving it. I'm on the 5th gear and I'm just tuning it. Well, I'm done tuning it. But you can see the AFR parameters, okay? Very good. Okay. And I'm just testing it on the road. Right now I'm at, well, the steering. I can't see much. But I'm at 80 kph, okay, driving very well. So when I stop, I'll show you guys the engine bay, how the conversion has been done, how the harness has been laid, the ECU, the fuel injectors, the cordon plugs, just everything. And of course, how this Land Rover has been worked on, because the body is on a new level. It looks pretty mint, you know. So right now I'm about 100 kilometers an hour. Let me just indicate on the left. Drives very well. Oh man. And yes, the passenger seat is removed simply because that's how I'm tapping my white band oxygen sensor display from it. Okay, let me just indicate, move to the right. Drives really well. Okay, indicate towards the left. Like, the machine is just driving like a dream, you know. No worries, nothing. Just you, the steering, and you hit the road, you know. So there are speed bumps here. So I'll just slow down as usual. Clutch in. Now there's a manual 5-speed. Gear number 2. Very well. Gear number 3. Revs off very well. Bump. I drop to gear number 2. Really well. I indicate left. There is a place I would want to show this vehicle. It's a very good spot where I can take a couple of videos here and there. Okay. Very nice. So you can see the AFRs are still very okay. Even if I rev high. Then gear number 3. Yes. Okay. So I'll stop around here, a very good place. Or rather, I'll just move ahead of these vehicles. I'll shift gear to gear number 1. So what I want is get a very good place and take a video of this vehicle. Okay. Now we are on a bit of an off-road. It had rained here a couple of hours ago. Not too bad. I'm on a 4x4. Why should I fear? Okay. This is about the place I might want to do the video at. Okay. Now, neutral, handbrake. We're good. You can see it's idling at 13 point. It should settle at 14 AFRs. That is pretty good. Of course, I need to get out. Oh man, look at the environment. And my friends, here we have the Land Rover Defender, a very good looking Defender. Let me just give you an all-round video. You don't want to hear the exhaust tone. Very calm and collected. Who would have thought a Land Rover can run that smooth, you know? Man, can't get enough of this. These lights. I think they need to be fastened down here. Now, the elephant in a room, the engine. So let's open it. Okay. Okay, lift it up. Man, this thing is heavy. Alright. The stand is put in place. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, hey, here's the engine bay. Some of you might want a very, smooth, soft video. So I'll try to be to some degree slow, not do it as fast as I do my other videos, okay? You see the distributor has been covered. This is where I normally get my camshaft position, where I have my sensors inside. We have the individual column plugs. This has a permanent fan, so it's drawing in air throughout. Best design would have been using the, either the fan clutch or the viscous coupled clutch. At least it wouldn't, draw some horsepower from the fan, okay? So this is on the ignition side, where each spark plug is powered by its own column plug. A very beefy shroud to make sure that the cooling is at the ultimate, Now, on the fueling side, we have the custom fuel rail. And of course, you can see the fuel injectors, the ones in the maroon or purple, okay? And then you can see the intake manifold has been modified to accept the fuel injectors. Before, we had the carburetor here, where you have this black adapter. But now it's no longer there. What we have instead is the throttle body that meters the air, and then we have the pipe, and then we have the air cleaner here. Okay, so this is where the fuel is being injected. And of course, you can see the harness going through where you have now the dashboard, behind the dashboard. Okay, so that's how the engine looks like. And of course, you can see the fuel regulator. You can see map sensor right there. Like the ECU uses minimum amount of sensors, because I don't need 10-20 sensors to achieve this. Less is good to a greater degree, provided it gives you the kind of information you need from the engine for you to compute the right amount of fuel and the right advance angle to get the most out of the engine. This is a 1970s, 80s or 90s engine, so you don't need to complicate it too much. Just give it enough, power it, and then you will give you everything it has, On the inside, you can see the clusters there. You can see now this display. It's saying Econ, okay? This is now translated to economy. Other displays, I have the full name, but in this case, now that the cluster doesn't have any tachometer or engine RPM gauge, what we do is we just truncate the name. Okay, so instead of full economy, we just have it half of it, and then the other space is occupied by digital RPM. Okay, so if I am to rev it a bit, you can see the digital engine RPMs. Okay, and now on this other side, we have like a small knob here. I don't know if you can see it. This knob, if I rotate it anti-clockwise, it goes to Eco P, or rather Eco Plus. So it's leaned out. It will still drive, but it will be a little bit weaker. Okay, now we go back to economy. Then we have comfort, okay, which has a little bit of more fuel, better performance than economy. And then we have sport. And as the name suggests, sport is giving you everything the engine has, like from the manufacturer, even what the manufacturer didn't, put into the engine. The engine will squeeze everything there is to give to the owner. Okay. That spot, if I flow it again, man, the engine is angry. And mind you, even this heavy, there is no suit at all. Okay, now that's the power of tuning. That's why I have this gauge right here. That's why I have this gauge to show me when I need to cut out fuel, when I need to add fuel at any one time. So this gauge gets me the right information so that I don't, just flood the engine with fuel and then I start fouling the spark plugs. Okay? How do you like that, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, the power of Voltarent on such a great machine. My friends, hey, this is something. Okay, let's hit back the road. Shucks. All right, we get back in. Oh man. Okay, now we are back in. I have to strap myself as usual. Safety first. You can see my trusted ThinkPad, the T430S. Now, out with the handbrake. Gear number 1. I need to steer. Oh, I don't need sport in this case. I'm not going fast, so I just turn it down to economy. A bit of reverse. Nice. And then I can now drive ahead. How do you like this? There is gear number 1, gear number 2. No pressure. Driving pretty well. I can flow it. That's number 2. Number 3. Oh, nice. Drives so well. Number 4. There are guys skating ahead of me, so I be careful. I'm on gear 4 on RPM 1200 RPM. Okay. Then I'll join the roundabout. Of course, I've got to indicate. All right, I'm on roundabout. I'm still on gear number 4, by the way. Now indicate. And just like that, you don't need to downshift and all, you know. Like literally, I'm at now heading to 2000 RPM. 2000 RPM. I've just shifted to number 5 and I carry on economy. Look at the AFRs on a Land Rover. Like I can flow it. Like it's burning stoichiometric at stoichiometric ratio, my friend. And it's driving like a gem. Oh my goodness. Hey. Man, I love this. I so love this. I don't know whether I should suggest to the owner to sell me this one. Look at those AFRs. Huh? 1990s Land Rover Defender. Like I feel I need to have a 6th gear already, because right now the engine is now I'm forced to rev it almost at 3000 RPM. Here we are at 100 kilometers an hour, still moving. Okay, and if I let go of the accelerator to maintain the engine speed or the vehicle speed, look at the AFRs, 13.6. This is what I would say we are cruising at. 13.6 AFRs, very good. I press it. I just cruise. Like now, this is what the owner will be experiencing. You know, joy on his mighty machine. If he wants the machine to crawl, it will crawl. And on top of that, on top of getting more performance, of course, I've been showing you this to let you know that it is now fuel economical. Long other days it was doing 5 kilometers a liter. Now even 10 it can achieve, my friend. Land Rover sweetness. Man. So the moment I let go of the accelerator, the engine cuts off fuel to the engine immediately. That's why you have dash on the what? EFR display. So now I'm slowing down, clutch in. I need to drop the gears. So from 5 to number 2. Okay, this is not a sequential gearbox, so I can skip from 5 to 2. Sequential is the one that you can't drop gears that way. You have to drop them sequentially, like from 5, 4, 3 to 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But like right now, I'm on gear 2. I'm accelerating after the pump. I can jump to gear 4. I'm on gear 4. The RPM have dropped to 1,200, and it's picking up speed, you know. Land Rover at its finest, you know. I'm loving this. Now go to gear 5. Gear 5. Oh, I've got to slow down here. Alright. Still on gear 5. I just accelerate. I'm on gear 5. And still picking up speed. Imagine the joy the owner will have or will get getting this kind of performance on this Land Rover. The power of Voltarent, you know. Don't underestimate Kenyan made products. Like now here we have the Voltarent ECU running this machine from Europe. Such a wonderful machine that desired to have this kind of. So that's number one. I'm negotiating a U-turn. Let me just give way to vehicles. My turn to join. Number 2, number 3, number 4. Who wants a 5? Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just shown you what Voltarent does. Okay? To these old machines, they get new power, better performance, better fuel economy. Like, you get all the goodies and you get to drive your own old machine. It's a gem. These were the days these machines were built to last. You know? 70s, 80s Land Rover. Here I am driving it. So nice. Man. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you haven't shared, please do so. Because Voltarent is out there to make these machines come out of the garages and onto the roads. Alright? Cheers guys. Love you all. Bye bye.